Hello everyone, this is Mr. Geekabyte. Welcome to the second video of the series Configuring Windows for Use on Your Home Network. In this video, we're going to be covering creating and accessing file shares. I'm going to be using a Windows 7 laptop to create the file share and using a Windows 8 client to access the file share, but the steps outlined are similar for all versions of Windows. The first step is to turn on file sharing, network discovery, and to turn off protected file sharing. The reason we turn off protected file sharing is to prevent the need to provide your username and password or create a username and password for each person who's going to be accessing your share on your computer. This not only provides them access to the share, but also provides them with access to your whole computer. To get started, we're going to click on the Start menu and then click on the Control Panel. If your Control Panel isn't already in icon view, you can use the drop-down menu in the upper right-hand corner to change it to such a view. Once in icon view, we're going to click on the Network and Sharing Center. And then we're going to click on the Change Advanced Sharing Settings link. We're going to turn on Network Discovery, turn on File and Printer Sharing, and turn off Password Protected Sharing. We're going to save the changes, and then close out of the Control Panel. For the purpose of this demonstration, we are going to create a file share on my desktop that provides everyone write access to the file contents. To do so, we're going to start by creating a new file folder on the desktop. I'm going to call it My File Share. Next, I'm going to add some content to the folder. I'm going to start by creating a new file folder. And I'm going to create a couple documents. Now that I have some files within my file share, I'm going to share it on the network with the other users of my network. To do so, we're going to right-click on the file folder and choose Properties. I'm going to click on Sharing, click on Advanced Sharing, and checkmark Share this folder. We're going to leave the share name in the default, and we're going to click on the Permissions button. We're going to assign everyone the change permissions. We're going to Apply and OK, Apply and OK. And then we're going to click on the Security tab. We're now going to Edit, and we're going to add everyone. And once again, we're going to give them Modify Permissions. Apply and OK. Close. And now those files are shared. I'm now going to switch to the Windows 8 client and show you how to access those files and manipulate them over the network. Welcome back. As you can see, I'm now on my Windows 8 client. There are three main ways to access a file share from Windows 8. The first method is to use the network category from within File Explorer. The second method is to browse directly to the UNC path of the file share from within File Explorer. And the final option is to map a network drive letter to the network file share so that you can access the contents of the file share just like any other drive from within File Explorer. To begin, we're going to load File Explorer. The first method is accomplished by clicking on the network category. And after a couple of seconds, we're going to double click on the name of the computer where the file share is created. This is where the first step in the first video is extremely helpful. Then I'm going to double click on the My File Share. And here we can see the contents of the file share that is stored on the Windows 7 computer called Gigabyte Compat. Just to confirm that I'm able to edit and add files, I'm going to add a new file folder. I'm going to add some content to this file. And I'm going to rename this document. Close out of the Explorer window, reopen it. You will see that those changes are still there. The second method involves browsing directly to the UNC path of the file share. This is accomplished by typing in the UNC path up in the address bar here. The UNC path takes the format of / computer name / my file share. So in our case, it would be / gigabyte compat / my file share. Hit the enter key, and once again we have access to the file share contents. Final method is to map a drive letter to the contents of the network share. This is done from the This PC window. Click on the Computer tab, click on Map Network Drive. Pick any of the available drives. I like to use Z. In the folder, we're going to type in that UNC path again. Reconnect at sign in and click Finish. And once again, you can see the contents of the file folder, of the file share. You'll also notice that it is now listed as a drive underneath this computer, as shown here. This is accessing the file share from Windows 8. Doing so from Windows 7 and Windows 10 is very similar, but for more detailed explanation on each version of Windows, you can visit the blog post associated with this video. I will post the link to that blog post in the video description. Our next video is going to focus on adding and installing network printers. It is also important to note that in order to access the network share, the computer that stores the files of the network share needs to be turned on. And this is why people will often dedicate a computer to be their file server, so that they always leave that computer on and it's always accessible. We'll see you in the next video.